Willie D Live.
What's up, family? The best who ever did it in tennis, Serena Williams, is pushing back against criticism that she intended to diss her ex-boyfriend Drake during her cameo for Super Bowl 59's halftime show starring Kendrick Lamar. But first, let's get into the clapback her husband Alexis levied toward Jason Whitlock for his criticism. Yeah, he talked bad about Serena, man, talked real bad. So this is what Serena's husband had to say. I get it. You're 57 and life didn't turn out the way you imagined. That kind of disappointment must be exhausting. You're the embodiment of peaked in high school, spending decades chasing validation from strangers through likes and digital hugs, only to find that no amount of external approval fills the void. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Criticism only fuels your victim complex, reinforcing the comforting delusion that there is some grand conspiracy against you and your brave ideas, when in reality, you've just got terrible takes. It's a cycle. Outrage, backlash, self-pity, repeat. This is a lonely road. There's still time to rewrite the ending. Start by working on yourself first. You'll find that if you wake up every morning trying to be a little better, a little more curious, you won't have time for irrational hating. You'll be too busy winning. I ain't got no problem with that. And he knocked it out the park. He got Jason Ham-Hot Whitlock down pack. This dude, every day, all day, all he has is criticism, mostly for black people. Ask yourself, why do you follow him? You've seen his takes. You know he have horrible takes. You know he don't know how to play sports. You know that he just criticizes. He very seldom supports. Every now and then he'll throw something out there to try to throw the scent off. That's all that's about. He's a very negative person. And it is because, as Alex said, he's a failure. He never succeeded at anything. And it hurts him to see successful people living the dream, living the life that he wants. He can't get the girls. He can't get the gig. Oh man, it has to hurt. So he sits back and he watches people living the life that he wants to live. And he decides that's going to be his hustle. Just criticize successful people. After all, there's a lot of people who haven't made it who would like to hear me criticize successful people because that's what they do. That's right. I said, if you're following that dude, it is more than likely because you yourself is a failure. Yeah. You're a failure if you follow him. You gotta be a failure to follow a failure. The dude is not accomplished. He has not accomplished anything great. He has not accomplished anything worth mentioning. So he just targets people who have accomplished something. He targets people who do have a large fan base, who do have people who love them. He targets people who strangers admire. That ain't him. So he has to find something about other people. And he called Buddy a beta male. It don't get no more beta than a hater. Any dude that wake up every morning targeting other men, that's his hustle. Just targeting other men. He ain't talking about the world. He's not talking about issues that can help people. He got people following him who are unemployed, people who are going through real life crises. And all he has is more dirt and complaints and negativity. And some of these people who follow him wonder why they're not doing any better, because they are not using the time that they have to be productive. They're sitting up listening to a hater, a dude who hates himself. Anybody who hates themselves absolutely are going to hate everybody else. They're such haters that they actually hate the people who support them too. They have to hate their followers because there is no other way that you can explain why they would give them a daily dose of negativity. Let's get back to what Serena said. Here's what Serena said after her husband got down on boy. That they're my baby daddy and husband. Always got my back. I love you. Gosh, I'm so late to the game. I've been sick and busy investing in billion-dollar companies and running WYN Beauty. She continued, definitely not dancing to be petty, LOL. I think I proved 23 times over, not counting 4 gold medals, that I simply don't have time for petty. All love and respect always. Nothing negative here. That's how you handle a nothing. That is how you handle pity. That's how you handle shitty. A dude who ain't nothing ain't gonna never be nothing. His whole hustle is talking down on his own people. That's all he does. Look at this dude. Look at him. You can smell him through the screen. Now, let me look at this thing objectively. You got an ex-girlfriend dancing on stage with her ex's nemesis. Does that appear to be a slight? Absolutely. But what does it have to do with Jason Whitlock? Why would it draw such ire from him? Why is he so invested? And why did he have to go after Serena Williams? Go after her? He's Drake himself. Drake ain't even said nothing about it, not as far as I know. He hasn't even addressed it, but he on it like that. These type of dudes stay in other people's business. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.